Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk on the topic the types of friends that you need to avoid if you want to have a healthy and stable, meaningful friendships in your life. These are the types of friends that you definitely need to avoid. If you have these friends in your life, then before you decide to cut them off, I would request you to reconsider the friendship and maybe try to salvage it. Before cutting them off, try to talk with them that these are the things you feel, these are the emotions they are making you feel, and maybe you both can sit together and work out on these feelings. But if they are dismissive towards your emotions and they keep on continuing to do whatever they are doing, and if they are a red flag, then you need to cut them out. But before you cut them out for good, maybe try to find out ways to work on these problems, because sometimes the problems happen because we are not good communicators, and all we need to do is just communicate with each other our feelings. Once we have a heart to heart conversation, you can see a lot of our problems getting solved. So before taking any drastic step, maybe sit down and think about it. You need to know what these red flags are, and if your friend has them, you need to find out ways to fix them. But if you can't fix them, then cut them off. That is the entire premise of this video. But I always recommend people, before ending things, you need to try to fix things, because in life, you everyone will tell you to end this relationship, end this friendship, cut them out, because everyone is toxic, and that's the advices that you get online. But I would like you to take a different route. Before you cut people out, I would recommend you to have a conversation with them. And if you see that it's not going anywhere, then the best way to deal with it is to cutting them out of your life for your own sanity. But if you can find ways to fix the problem and fix the relationship with them, then I recommend you to do that as well. So take this video with a grain of salt. Do not make any judgments before you really think it through. Reason why I'm making this video is to pinpoint certain things which I would not want in a friend, and I think many people will not want in a friend. Number one, friends who contact you when they are in need of something. So these kind of people are only using you for their own benefits, and usually it's a give and take kind of relationship. It's not pure friendship, it's not built on having fun with each other. If they have nobody to go out with, they will ask you to go out with. If they need something from you, they will ask you to do that. And they might even return the favor because they feel that they are obligated to. But if a relationship is transactional, where you are giving and you are taking something in return, and there is no other meaning, no other substance to the relationship, then this friendship is not really a friendship. It's just a transactional relationship. You may call this person an acquaintance, but do not call them your friend, because I don't think this person is your friend at all. They are somebody you know, someone you might have been in touch with for a very long time. They might be a well known acquaintance, but they are not your friends. So I'm not asking you to cut these people off, but if you have a friend whom you think is your closest friend or your best friend, but the relationship you share with them is not emotional but transactional, maybe reconsider the title that you're giving them. You might keep them in your life, because usually these people are not really harmful. They do not have an emotional connection with you, or they do not treat you or think of you the way you think of them. So see if their actions are towards transactional over emotional, then you know the answer what you need to do with them. Number two, friends who talk more than they act. There is a saying, action speaks louder than words. So if you have a friend who is all talk but no action, their words and their actions are not correlated. They say something, they promise you something, but in the end, they do not keep their promises, and they keep on justifying themselves with excuses. Reconsider this friendship, because this kind of friendship will not last in the long run. Because if someone's words are not equivalent to their action towards you, then they do not think of you as their priority at all. I don't think you can be somebody's top priority, but they should consider you as something important in their lives. So if they are not treating you as someone important, and if they're just treating you just like everyone else, and they are always flaky, and they don't put effort in the relationship, that their words are like, I love you, I'm there for you all the time whenever you need me, but when you need them you do not find them anywhere, and then this friendship is not a real friendship. It's just somebody who is there, who knows you, might be comfortable with you, but there is no real connection, no real substance, no real meaning in this relationship. Number 3, friends who disappear when things get tough. If your friend is not there with you through thick and thin, then the person is not your friend. Life will not be always happy and smooth sailing. And if a person is flaking you when you're having a hard time, then this person doesn't really care about you. If a person is only present in your life when you are doing well in your life, they just want to use you in a certain way. I don't know how they are using you. Probably they want your vibe because you are in a good mood, and you might be in a jolly mood, and they like your vibe. But apart from that, if you are not giving them the kind of vibe which they are looking for, that is happiness and joy, and if you're going through a hard time, usually you will have a more negative vibe, and people who are ghosting you when you're going through a tough time are not your friends. That's the most important thing you need to accept in life. They are someone whom you can hang out with when you are in a good state of life, but they are not going to be there for you through thick and thin. They will not, definitely. So if you think your best friend or your closest friend is very flaky and they are not there for you when you are feeling low, then that person is definitely not your friend. That person is just someone you know, an acquaintance again. So you might keep in touch with them because if you feel that they are fun to be around, but don't have high expectations of them because they are only going to disappoint you over and over. Number 4, friends who make you feel guilty for being yourself. So these kind of people want you to act in a certain way, want you to have a certain persona, a certain personality which fits their friendship goals. So they always want you to present yourself in a way which would please them. And if you are doing something that is not in their books, if you're not acting in a way that they want you to act, they make you feel that you are not good enough. Sometimes you feel guilty that you did something. For example, if a friend is there with you for a long time and they are always sad and mopey, and they expect you to be sad and mopey with them all the time, but if something good happens with you and you are not empathizing with their sad and mopey behavior, but you are in a good mood and you feel more positive about life, they will make you feel guilty that, oh, you are not going to understand my situation, you're so selfish, you only care about yourself. So I had a friend like this who always used to be in a bad mood, and if I was in a good mood and if I had some significant life event, when I used to tell her, she used to always drag it in a way where it should be about her, and if I did not empathize with her sad feelings, I was a bad person. She used to make me feel guilty about it. So definitely not your friend, and definitely it's a red flag for me, and I would never be friends with a kind of person who's like this. So for these kind of people, cutting them off is always a better option, because if somebody is always guilt tripping you and gaslighting you continuously, they are not a good human being. So do not be friends with them. But again, people sometimes do this thing unconsciously, so having a heart to heart conversation with them is a good idea. I tried to have a heart to heart with her, and that's the reason why we cut off the relationship, because she felt bad because I called her out on her toxic behavior, and she felt humiliated by me, and that's why she decided to not be friends with me anymore. That's good for her. But most of the time, for people like this, the outcome is usually they never acknowledge their problems, they never acknowledge their flaws, they would always put it out you, because they feel that everyone else is bad and they are great. So if their expectations are not being met, they will make you feel guilty. So definitely the only time I would ask you to cut this person out from your life for good, because they are the worst kind. Number 5, friends who are jealous of you. If a friend is jealous of you and of your success, is not your well wisher, who feels that you don't deserve certain things, who would feel jealous of your success, about your happiness, and they only want you to be miserable, that person is not your friend. That person is your enemy who is disguised as a friend. So consider literally blocking them out of your life. If you see someone who is always jealous of you, and there is this rage, there is this envy, there is this negative feeling that they do never want you to succeed in life, they do not want you to be happy in life, they are a big red flag. And there is no redemption from this, because you cannot control people's jealousy. If someone is a jealous person, they will be jealous no matter what, no matter how good of a friend you are to them. They, if they have negative feelings towards you, they will always have it, they will not change themselves. So it's best to have a boundary, and it's always better to cut them out of your life. 6, people who talk behind your back. There is a saying, if somebody is talking about other people to you, there's a very high chance that the person is also talking about you to other people. So somebody who is always back bitching about others usually is a person who would be back bitching about you to others. So if someone is the kind of a person who's always talking behind your back, they are backstabbing you, they are not your friend again. This person is somebody who is pretending to be your friend and definitely has no real emotional connection with you. They just want to put you down to lift themselves up, because they are very insecure. They feel that you're better than them. That's why they talk behind your back, and they talk about you in a negative way, because that makes them feel better about themselves. They are definitely not your friend, not even somebody you should be acquaintances with, because these people are real snakes. You should stay away from them, because if you tell them something in confidence, a secret or something that is important to you, trust me, they are going to tell everyone about it, and that is the worst kind of betrayal you will face from them. I am telling you this. Number 8, the drama queens, the trauma dumpers, and the flaky ones. So these are the kind of friends who are really toxic people. They are always looking for drama, they're looking for problems, and they keep on dumping their own problems to you. So they are always craving for thrill, a thrill that is usually negative. And when they go through these hardships because of their decisions over and over, they want you to be a part of it, and sometimes it brings really a lot of negativity in your life. And definitely these are the kind of people you shouldn't be in touch with regularly, because they will drain your energy really quickly, because they are like energy vampires. They will always be negative, they will always have a negative vibe, they'll always have a toxic vibe, they are walking red flags, and definitely keeping away from them is the best decision in your life. Number 9, people who will not make time for you. A friend but does not have time to talk to you, time to meet with you. They have time for everyone else around them. That person is not your friend. They're just pretending to be your friend. So it's time to cut them out of your life for good. Number 10, someone who secretly hates you or competes with you. If your friend hates you but pretends to be your friend on your face, but when you have turned your back towards them, you will see they are spewing venom against you. That person is definitely not your friend. So stay away from them as far as possible. Number 11, friends who always agree with you. If you have somebody who is a yes man, who always agree with you no matter what you do, even if you're making a mistake, they will always tell you that you're right. That person is not really a friend. A friend is somebody who would call us out on our negative behavior and who would tell us if we are wrong. And if a person who is always enabling your bad behavior and never telling you what is wrong and what is right, and always agrees with you no matter what you do, is not really a friend. I would say they have a benefit that they get from you, because they really don't care about you or your well-being. Because if they were a friend, they would at least tell you when you're wrong. Because if somebody is constantly enabling your bad behavior and your negative self pattern, then this person is worse than an enemy. Because at least an enemy is real to you, who tells you I hate you on your face. But somebody who is putting you in a position where you are going to be miserable, and despite knowing that they are enabling your bad behaviors and negative self pattern just to please you, is not your friend at all. Number 12, irresponsible friends. People who put you in situations where you feel threatened, or you feel that your life is at risk, or you feel embarrassed, or you feel a certain negative emotions, who do not take responsibilities, who will be flaky, who will not care about your emotions, are the kind of people who you shouldn't be friends with. Because people who are irresponsible are not really good people. For example, if you have a friend who always flakes out at the last moment, where you guys are planning to meet and you are all up and ready and you're out and about, and suddenly you get a text message, hey, I'm sorry I can't meet you today for xyz reasons, we will catch up tomorrow or later, that's all. And when you try to contact them, there is no response, and after a few hours they'll give you some excuses. Or these people are not responsible. Or if they ask you for a favor and they say that they're going to return the favor to you, but they do not do it, they do not keep their words, then they are not really people you should associate yourself with. Number 13, last but not the least, people who disrespect your boundaries. They are a strict no. If you tell somebody that you do not like something and they keep on doing it over and over, and they have no respect for your boundaries, they are not your friend. If you tell them that there is a certain thing that hurts you, but they keep on joking about it over and over again, making fun of you, making you feel horrible, not never caring about your emotions, and crossing the limit, crossing the boundary that you have set for them, they are simply somebody who really does not care about you. Like seriously, they give no f's, that's a word I would say. Just cut them off. Like, just cut them off. There is no way you can change this person. Somebody who does not respect your boundaries is not somebody you should associate yourself with, not even as an acquaintance. This person should be out of your life, like no matter what. You cut them out today itself, because there's no possibility that this person is going to respect your boundaries. Because if they had to, they would have done it before. Because many a times we keep on saying the person that okay, this is hurting me, don't do it. And if somebody keeps on repeating the mistake deliberately, it's not a mistake at all, it's something they're doing it on purpose. So if someone is hurting you on purpose, then this person is a malicious person, so keep away from this person. You will be sad that you lost a friend, but you will be very happy in the future, because someone who does not respect you and your boundaries is someone you should definitely not be in touch with, no matter what. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, to consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell icon. Like this video. Take care. Bye.